So today we're going to talk about herbs. I don't know about the rest of you, but when I went to the grocery store for the first time when this all started, I think we were all just sort of responding and grabbing and thinking this was going to, we weren't sure how long this was going to last, so we were grabbing rice and beans and all the staples that might last a long time. And now we've kind of run through that, and I realized when I was going to do my shopping, I'm trying to go once a week, that what I missed was, the first time around, was fresh herbs. I didn't really grab any, I didn't have any. So when I went back to the grocery store today, I was actually shocked at how much fresh produce there was. There's fresh vegetables, fresh herbs, fresh fruit. It's all out there, and those shelves are stocked. So what I did was I bought a bunch of herbs. I bought 2 bunches of parsley, 2 bunches of cilantro, a big bunch of mint, and 2 packages. They were only selling the basil in packages. So I brought those, and I came home, and they still have a perishable life, right? They're only gonna last so long. You obviously wanna store them, cut them like flowers, store them in water, both the mint and the parsley. But I like to take them and cook as much or make as much as I can out of those fresh herbs so that they last even longer. And I'm still imparting herbs into my dishes. So I dumped a whole bunch of herbs, just pick 4, it doesn't matter what you have, into my Vitamix, if you have a food processor, if you have a magic bullet, whatever you have, and add a little splash of vinegar, a little bit of garlic, 4 herbs, a little bit of olive oil, and you end up with, it's kind of an herby sauce. You can do anything with it. Spread it on a sandwich, you can add it to pasta, a million different ways, but at least then you have it. You can even drop it into your veg if you're sauteing them. And it's only gonna change based on what herbs you use. So that's one thing I did. I did a cilantro and parsley oil, and this was the base, so the stems of the cilantro and the parsley. I used those, dropped again, those into my Vitamix with a big cup and a half of olive oil, and then I just strained it out. So that's my oil as I'm sauteing vegetables or maybe searing meat. I can use that and impart more veg. I made 2 containers of green goddess dressing, one of my favorites. That one, you need some basil, some tarragon, and one other one. Oh, chives. And I didn't have any chives, so I used the tops of my green onions, and that worked out just fine. Now, the last thing I'm gonna do is some herb butter. So I've got a whole pound of butter here. I just softened it up. I took all the rest of my vegetables, or my herbs, excuse me. So I have parsley, some cilantro, some tarragon, some basil, some chives. I'm gonna add that in there. Added in, usually I like to use a shallot, but I didn't have any, so I used 2 of the green onions and a little bit of garlic. I'm gonna add in some salt because I used unsalted butter. So if you have butter that you use that's salted, just leave that salt out. And then just spring all of this together. Now, whether you're gonna use butter or oil or whatever your fat is when you're cooking, probably use one or the other. So you have nice herb butter to use, or you have your chive and parsley butter or oil, either way. So this will last for a good long time. I'm gonna put these into little ball jars. Usually you'll get 5 small ball jars for a pound. You can keep it in the fridge, you can keep it in the freezer, and it'll last a long time, or you can share it with others. Leave it on somebody's doorstep, they'll be happy to have it. So that's it for herbs. Hopefully you'll find lots of fresh stuff that you can use. This herb butter will even taste good if you brought frozen vegetables and you need to add a dollop to that. So until next time, thanks guys, happy cooking.